So difficult in these slopey greens to get the weight right all the time on a consistent basis. Cullen. And the Irishman coaxing this down the slope a little too heavily. Very nearly knocked it in. Par putt will ensue. And the last birdie attempt for Clark is a left to righter. Should be up the hill, should be slow. And he rattles it in. What a start to the playoff. Ian Clark, birdie at the first. So he plays the 10th in 4. Excellent. Boxall with his par putt. Just to stay one behind. Pressure on, it always is. The first playoff hole is so key. He's left it short, would you believe? +1 for George Boxall. David Keywood really does deserve a birdie for after knocking it on the green. And oh no, it's a 5. 2 great shots, 3 putts, stays level. The Wicklow man, par putt. Oh, that's good. Right in the back, good speed. One behind as they go to 17.
First to the tee, Mr. Ian Clark.
Which is a shortish par 4, 344 yards. Well, up that high left side is not the worst place you can be, that's for sure. Iron for Cullen. It's a little bit left. Low sun, difficult for our cameraman to find these shots. It's come out into the middle of the fairway, so that's good. Keywood with the 3-putt par at the previous hole, driver. It's a leaker to the right. And that's where it finished. Boxall over par after one. That was a par 5. He's giving this a dig. It's a push again. So tee shots all the way on the penultimate hole, the playoff. And a mixed bag really from the tee for all these players. They've all got very different shots coming into the green. We saw Clark high up on the left-hand side with his tee shot. This is the second. Now he's played it very well. Very nice shot. Unbelievable shot. Well, if you're going to be a champion, do it in style. How about that? Who could have imagined that could happen? 3-hole playoff and he bins his second shot at the 17th. I bet his heartbeat's going 180 to the minute now. 3 under par after 2 holes. Screaming, are there any more? Are there any more? Well, how will the others reply? Cullen, after a good tee shot. Go on, back you go. That's a very good shot. So, birdie putt coming up for Cullen. Still the 18th to play, a lot can happen. But the gauntlet has been laid down by Clark. Boxall. Didn't quite get that all right. All the elements weren't there. Quite difficult to respond in the right way when someone's done that. Been there second. Keywood. He's judged this well, hasn't he? Lovely chip. But is it all too late for these 3? Boxall's third. Got to feel he's got to knock this in at the very worst, with only 1 hole left to play. Boxall's birdie attempt. A bit Like the son-in-law, not quite what we were expecting. Cullen. 1 under par if he knocks it in. Go on, give it a go. Big swing, difficult to allow that much. In the end, level par for Stephen Cullen. Heat drops out of it. And you've got to fancy that Boxall will do the same because this is for his part. And enough for George. Out of contention. And then there were 2. Keywood with 3-putt par at the 10th hole now needs this birdie putt at 17. And he's pushed it. And he's out of it. It's a disaster. Well, it looks like there's only one winner. After the break, we'll see if it is indeed Ian Clark who becomes the champion of Yorkshire.
The perfect gentleman's playground. The perfect gentleman's playground.
Well, it's gamble time for the ponies in the field, and it's gamble time for those chasing Ian Clark, because quite simply over the first 2 holes, he's played him in 3 under par. He has given himself a wonderful chance of being the champion of Yorkshire. Now, what's his tactic going to be down the 18th? It's called Prodigal. And just trying to pop this down the fairway, which he has not. Left rough, but sitting okay. Keywood trying to pull out all the stops. Driver. Looks like a beauty. It is a beauty. Just a couple of yards in the right-hand semi, but perfect. So Cullen still persisting with the iron. That one cutting away. Way to the right. Boxall with the driver. Let's give him that a smash. Big camber that kicks the ball to the right and Boxall did that perfectly. Left lander, right swinger, middle of the fairway. How pretty is that? And Clark is the man in charge at 3 under. So just trying to knock this one up onto the green if he can. Keep all disaster at bay. It's a big high lean. He's pushed this. Just through the back. Good strike. Just couldn't control it from the rough. So he's played 2. Cullen second. Very good line, but it's a club too far probably. Trying to judge that from there. That's why you've got to hit these fairways here at Hollins Hall. Keywood needs to find something spectacular, rather like Ian Clark did at 17. The line's good. Oh, but it's short. Maybe he got scared by the other players who went long. And that's not an easy chip and putt. Finally, Boxall second from the fairway after a lovely drive. Well, from down where the players are, that would look very good. So a climb up the hill to the 18th. And it's quite a simple process for our leader, Ian Clark. Here in 2, this is his 3rd. Chip and 2 putts can't be touched. He's bumped this forward. And that's not his best chip shot. That's still a good 30 feet away. He's feeling it. The lead is never big enough. Keywood chips this in. He's played a low scuttler. I should think a massive sigh of relief from Ian Clark. Cullen to post 1 under. How quick is this putt? Very difficult to stop that by the hole. And he knew it. But it's all looking very good for Ian Clark. Boxall just finishing up things. In the end, a par at the 18th, 3rd playoff hole. No win for Boxall. And for Clark, 2 from here is absolutely fine. Maybe even 3. And that's excellent. That's just what he wanted to do. He knows it's his now. Surely he's going to mark it and take the glory when it's his time. Cullen, level par for 3 holes off scratch. Well, that's pretty good. It's a fine attempt. Always difficult when you get through to the playoff and you've only got 3 people to beat and you don't manage to do it. Keywood had the best start with 2 woods onto that 10th par 5. But his challenge just wasn't quite strong enough. So this is it for the Championship of Yorkshire. And for a proud Yorkshireman, no better feeling for Ian Clark. That's it, that's what it means to him. To bring it home at Hollins Hall. Congratulations with the caddy. And of course, he got the family here. They're absolutely delighted. That's what we like on the Trilby Tour. It's about happy people and hugging. William's good at it. And there's the mandatory trophy lift from Ian Clark, the champion of Yorkshire. Happy days.
So that's 4 of our 9 2014 regional qualifiers done and dusted. 5 more to go before we have the complete lineup for the World Championship final at St Pierre in Wales. Additionally, we have the pairs competition, the Trilby 2s, and our Rogues Gallery special to enjoy, all here on Sky Sports every Monday night. Now, let's hear from the newly crowned champion of Yorkshire, Ian Clark.
Very, very proud Yorkshireman. It follows up actually from last year when the club that I play for, Worth, they won the Yorkshire Team Championships. But as an individual achievement, this has made me very proud, and to say that you're champion of Yorkshire, not many people get that chance.
Congratulations to Ian on finally becoming the champion of Yorkshire and for winning shot of the day with his incredible chip straight into the cup during the playoff. One of the best shots ever played on the Trilby Tour. Now, let's see who won't be celebrating tonight. It's Rogues Gallery. First up is Dean Taylor, showing that yes, he has some bananas. Well, one at least. Ian Everson falls victim to the rub of the 18th green, not once, but twice. Poor old Ian. Colin Campbell is blocked out by a tree on the 14th. Which tree? This tree. And now we can follow Peter March down the first as he tops his tee shot. Then he snags his second a few yards further down and trickles his third a little way closer to the hole, clearly not destined to be Peter's day. Doing his best to hide from the cameras here is Chris Wallace, but we spotted you, Chrissy boy. If you listen carefully, you can hear our cameraman give his verdict on this James Nicholls drive on the second. We could only work out who this player hiding in the woods on the 9th was by identifying his caddy. It's Lewis Bradley if you're interested. Our cameraman was too busy enjoying the unique stance of Daniel Baku on the 7th to notice that his shot was heading just north of his shins and into the bushes. Ian White on the 5th with some of that high precision. Bad golf. And this lovely little loopy miss is the work of one Graham Oxley. Now let's hear from William about the day.
As we've seen all season, what I'm most proud about so far this season is the winners have been guys that have been with us for a long time, 3, 4 and 5 years. Brilliant players who put the time in, and Ian Clark's been with us 5, 6 years now. A hole-in-one specialist at Drew's Glen, and today, I mean, you know, if I had a heart monitor on when that shot went in, I would have broke it. It was an unbelievable shot by a fantastic golfer. Scratch handicapper. This is the standard that you guys need to beat. These guys are fantastic players. Beat that, Tiger. Beat that.
Next week, the tour returns to Manchester and the lush fairways of Worsley Park to find a champion of Lancashire. In the meantime, please go to the website www.williamhunttrilbytour.com for everything Trilby Tourian. And we'll see you next week.
If you play bad, we'll find you. If you play good, you'll find us.
William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour. The perfect gentleman's playground.